It's going to be a pretty simple oil change. We're going to change air filter. Why not? Might as well. Pretty simple. We'll cover that. On this Nissan, the oil filter is kind of like behind that wheel. So you could jack it up. You can even get it here from the bottom. But it kind of helps if you turn the wheel to your right if you're inside the car. It extends the frontal part of the wheel towards the outside, and you have more access there, and it's easy to pull out. But I'll show you how that goes. But let's replace that. A few things you might need are going to be some gloves, just in case. Maybe some protective eyewear. It's kind of your choice. You really don't have to, but sometimes these cars are really dirty in the bottom, and so debris might land in your eye and it bugs, and then you're rubbing your eye and you forgot you have oil in your fingers and your hands, and yeah, that's not nice. Go ahead and grab one jack stand because you're just gonna need one, and then obviously your floor jack. So we're gonna shoot that on over there. Just catch. All right, so first thing you want to do is obviously we're gonna hit that e-brake. So you just lock the wheels in the back. Just press the button 2 times, and so we're gonna move the tire, like I said, to the right. Cool. Now that's locked. Let's go back outside. Now that's at an angle, and we could go locate the filter. And there it is. See the wheel, fender, or bumper, sorry. Now normally there's a cover here. It looks like this vehicle's cover must have fell off or something, but yeah, there's a harmonic balancer. That's one of your tensioner pulleys. That's another, looks might be for the AC. But yeah, that's your filter. Let's go ahead and jack up the car and start twisting that off. So there's one of your jack points on the side. We're gonna use it from there. I like that's more sturdy. Jack. Like I said, I'm gonna use that point there. Toolbox. Alright, so that's your drain plug on the block. The transmission is right there. See how it's a little bit different design? So yeah, that would be your drain plug. Yeah, let's figure out what size that is. So it is a 14mm socket. I'm gonna use this adapter so I can use my bigger ratchet. Now that that's adapted, let's do that. Now it shouldn't be on there really tight, so let's give it there you go. Now that it's kind of loose, let's grab the catch can, or the oil catch can, and just set that there. Might get messy, so don't worry about it. And let's catch all that oil. Okay, now that's there. Let's loosen it from here. Like I said, you won't, it's a hit or miss, so I don't got the big one right now ready. So the drain plug, the gasket, swapped it out last time. So this would be the second use? Yeah, because I had installed it last time. Yeah, so this would be second use. So you could use this about 3 times. It's kind of your choice, but yeah, it looks still good. Loosen up the oil cap a little bit, and I don't know why it's stuck. So it looks like people always overdo it when they thread this. Guys, word of advice, your oil cap, it doesn't have to go on there all the way tight. It's not a drain plug, it's just a cap. You just tighten it. Once it feels snug, leave it there. It's gonna happen, it's not gonna fly out. You see, you get situations like this where you gotta somehow grab some pliers or use a flathead and a hammer to kind of hit it from the side. Seems it already broke off on one side already. Seems someone already had trouble doing that. Don't do that, guys. Come on, seriously. It's a joke. Now I loosen that up so it could just trip some more out. Got a little bit of wind, so it's kind of landing on the side, which I didn't want to. Try to keep it as clean as I can. But what can you do, guys? It's an oil change. And wait for the filter, that's gonna be even worse. So now what we're gonna do this is what we're gonna do now is we're gonna thread this back on. Do by hand first. Make sure it's all the way on there by hand as much as you can. Then you want to grab your ratchet and you want to give it a good snug on there. These don't have to be over tightened, okay, guys? Just snug it and you're good. Now next is the tricky part. So because your hands are kind of filled with oil, this is where the gloves come in handy. So see, that's gonna trip. It's at a weird angle, so it's gonna make a mess. This is the one that's gonna make a huge mess. That other one, because of the wind, it kept blowing some out of the way, so nothing you can do about it. So you get in here to the bottom, the tire's out. You have better access if you're just doing this. So go ahead and use your, see, that's awesome. All you gotta do is just that, and that's it. So just let that drip slowly, and then just start. Oh, there she goes. So now you're gonna grab your new filter. You're gonna, from some of the new oil, just apply some on the gasket here, so that way it won't stick onto the oil housing filter, oil filter housing. That's what I meant by a mess. It's just, it's terrible. It's located. Come on, Nissan. Good engine, but bad placement. So these filters, they're only hand tight. You don't need a tool. Don't use a tool. Just hand tight as much as you can. Once that's really snug on there, then you're good. The only one that you use a ratchet is on the drain plug. Snug it up by hand first, then use a drain plug. This, it's all by hand. These filters, STP claims it does 10,000 miles. So obviously you can get 2 oil changes out of this. So next time you do an oil change, all you gotta do is just buy the jug, drain the oil from the drain plug, you leave that filter on there, and you add some more oil. So these are pretty good filters if they're gonna last that long. Go ahead and grab some brake cleaner, degreaser, and just clean that out from right there. That's just really bad. Okay, now let's pour in the oil. So I poured in some oil first. I dropped the car back down from the jack stand. We're gonna let it sit. I haven't poured everything. We'll let it sit all the way. While I'm doing that, we might as well switch the air filter. The air filter, all it has is these clips here. 1, 2, that should be it. So let's remove that one. You slightly poke this up, and then you could slide this out. So just slide this out. Whoa, that was a lot of that. And this filter is dirty. Look at that. That's how you know. Slap it. That's how you know this air filter is doing its job. Because these are paper filters, I recommend at least once a year swap it out. If you drive a lot, 2 times a year. You know. So I'm just gonna slide that back in there. You know what? I'm just gonna clean a little bit in there. Once that's in from the back, you just clip these, and your air filter is done. That's pretty much it, guys. That's how you do your oil change and air filter change on that 2012 Nissan Murano. Thanks. Like the video. Let me know what you think. Subscribe, share the video, and on to more DIY videos.